Allah. Even before we were born, the fire was going up. This is the first category of rishis. And they felt in India, there is already the truth, there is already the energy, there is already the principle, there is already the law. I have only discovered, why should I write my name? Therefore, they have intuitively listened. Shruti is to listen. They felt that there was something being told. My boy, fire goes up. My boy, water flows down. My boy, earth goes round. This is as though they are hearing from somewhere. They felt the discovery being told to them. They are the Shrutis. These rishis, first category of rishis, are pure scientists like Einstein, like Newton, like Archimedes. They are all pure scientists. Westerners write their names, Oriental people do not write their names. Ego, let it not be there. What do I have? What credit do I have? It is only there, I have discovered it. Always, it is because of ego we fall. Indians are very great in erasing that ego. Heat lost is heat gained. When somebody touches my feet, the papa is lost there and the papa is gained here. The ego is lost there, then the ego goes up here. My eyes go to the head. Therefore, humility, modesty, vinayam, submission, the pure scientist, no, let there be no name of mine. We have very beautiful temples. Who built them? We do not know. They did not want to be known. This Mangal Mandir, for example, is given by a rich donor in Africa. And what is the condition he prescribed? Don't write my name anywhere. Even today people do not know. When you give, don't make a publicity. Ego pollutes charity. Vanity vitiates divinity. And therefore, these pure scientists who discovered the truth, who discovered energy, who discovered the laws governing the energy at various levels, kept quiet, they never revealed their names, and therefore today we do not know who wrote the Upanishads, who composed the Vedas. They are called Apaurisheya. There is no authorship. This is the first category of rishis. Second category of rishis, rishis of engineering. First category, rishis of science. What have they done? They discovered. What did they discover? The principles governing energy, laws governing energy. What type of energy? Every type of energy. Right from the spiritual to the lowest biological. Every principle governing the energy was discovered by them, by the first category of rishis. Who are they? We do not know. Why do we not know? Because they have not told their names. And what are those books called? Shrutis. Shruti, what does it mean? We listen. How do we listen? There is a flash of an idea. There the apple has fallen on the ground. Here the apple has fallen on the ground. There the apple has fallen on the ground. Therefore, somebody tells in my mind, Earth has the gravitational pull. Therefore, everything comes to the ground. This is a Shruti idea. Second category of rishis, engineering. These engineer rishis manipulate, bring forward, put together all these energies in such a way that they are useful to us. For example, a civil engineer. He should have the knowledge of the wind movement. From which direction to which direction the energy of the wind is flowing. He should have the knowledge of gravitational pull, the science of gravitation. He should have the knowledge of light, ventilation. He should have the knowledge of electricity, Shakti. These engineering rishis innovate. They discover, these people invent. The aeroplane is invented. And the TV is invented. They bring out a machine. They bring out a utilitarian article for our use because of their knowledge of Srutis. Because of their knowledge of science. They create something, they give the plan for a building which is for our use. They give a plan for the TV which is for our use. These are the engineering things. So, Shruti is pure science. Then is Smruti, remembering. Smruti is to remember. In Sanskrit, Smruti is to remember. Remembering the pure science of energy, every type of energy, every principle of energy, every laws of energy, we try to innovate, invent something new mind. The engineer must be knowing the metallic, he must be knowing the sound principles, he must be knowing the electricity principles, he must be knowing the gravitational principles, keeping them all in his memory. Smriti means memory. Remembering them all, he invents this mic so that it is useful for us to magnify the voice. And those people are Smriti Kartas in every walk of life, in every field of study. In society, how can the energy be channelized for the coexistence? Manusmriti. You have Agastya Smriti. You have Parashara Smriti. Parashara Maharshi. Agastya Maharshi. And you have the great rishis remembering the pure scientific discoveries of energy, laws, etc. They have worked out these things, energy. Second category of rishis. Third category, practitioners, technocrats. He gives the plan for a TV. And the technocrat sits, brings, puts them together, assembles, works out the engineer's plan for our use. We use it. And that is yoga. Now Shruti, pure science, Smriti, engineering, and the articles of utility, technology. That technology is yoga. Yoga is the technology by which you can realize the truth. Yoga is the technology by practicing which you can get that energy manifested. Each soul is potentially divine. Every day there is Shakti, energy. And that energy, that divinity, that Atman, that God, that bliss, that Mahadananda is to be brought to the surface. It is to be enjoyed. It is to be experienced. It is to give us the thrill. And for that, we begin to practice this technology. What does a TV do? TV gives you the pleasure. The energy is transformed into light and sound. And that light and sound put together will give you the source of information, source of expression, source of enjoyment, source of entertainment, source to pass the time. TV is the technological device product. So three types of rishis. First variety, Vedic scholars, Vedic wisdom, Vedic science, and they are not known even today. They have never revealed their names. Therefore, they are called Shrutis. And Smritis, yes, Manusmriti. For a harmonious coexistence of society, men should follow this, women should follow this, kings should follow this. All these principles of earth, air, fire, water put together for a harmonious Manu has given Manusmriti. Vyasa's father was a great scientist, a discoverer, an innovator, Parashara Smriti. We have umpteen rishis. In medical science, there is a rishi, engineering, that surgery, Sushruta. He is of medical science. He has taken medical science into his hand and he has been able to innovate medicines to remedy the ailments. Sushruta is an engineer. Similarly, you have in every field Narada Maharshi, how to channelize the emotions, how to purify them, how to divinize them, how to reach God, how to go to Salokyam, how to go to Samipyam, how to go to Sarupyam, how to go to Sayudyam. Salokyam is to live in the same place where the girl is living. In the month of July, you came to know that your neighbor's daughter is going to Prashanti Kutir to attend the YAC camp. Immediately, you get the application, you also apply. Why? In Prashanti Kutir, my neighbor's daughter is going. In the same loka, in the same world, in the same campus, I can also live. Salokyam. You make the application. She comes to Prashanti, you also come. A devotee knows there is Vaikuntha, there is Vishnu. Let me also go there. For that, I purify my mind. I try to make application, I try to live in Delhi, I try to live in Prashanti, I try to live in Kailas, I try to live in Vaikuntha. This is the devotional principle to be translated into action. This engineering plan is given by Narada Maharshi. And then you are not satisfied with living only in Delhi or Vaikuntha or in Prashanti. I must be close to her, Samipyam. When she is sitting in the class at the end, from the boys' side I will sit close to her. While going on the road, we will walk closely. How to get that chance? To be very close to Vishnu, to be very close to the Prime Minister, to be very close to the God. This is the engineering plan given by Narada Maharshi in Bhakti. And we are not satisfied by walking on the side of this girl. Slowly, I want to be like her, touching. Sarupyam. Vishnu like I should have Namam. Shiva like I should have Vibhuti. I want to imitate her. I want to be like her. I want to be close. Sarupya Vishnu Bhaktas are like the Pitambaradharis with Namam and all that. We try to. All Prime Minister's followers will carry the lotus. BJP. All Congress people will follow the symbol. Sarupyam. During the electioneering, you find the mass of Modi ji worn by many people. Sarupyam. That is not enough. Sayudyam. Be one with her. One with Payam. One with Vishnu. to be close, not only close, I must identify myself with the Lord Shiva, merge in him, marry her, be with her, be united with her, be one with her. That is the highest in bhakti. Who told all this engineering plan? Narada Maharshi. And the technology of it you have to practice. And the entire love philosophy, entire Karma Yoga philosophy, entire Jnana Yoga philosophy, Shravanam, Mananam, Nidhyasanam, if it is Jnana. In every field, there is an engineering plan to realize that energy, to reach the topmost position. Therefore, there are several rishis, they are all smritis. Smriti is to remember the science and work out the plan. A civil engineer, an electrical engineer, they all work out the plans to bring out. And finally the technocrat. And we people, in our Prashanti, we translate that into action. How can yoga be done? How can yoga be practiced? And when you read, when you buy this mic, they will give you a manual. How to operate the mic. When you buy the TV set, he will give you a manual. This TV set has these parts. If you press this switch, it will get the electricity, and then you have to tune it, change the channel. How to use the technological device is given in a manual. And what is that which we are taking from God? Body, mind, intellect equipment, a TV set, a mic set, a body set. Body, mind, intellect equipment is the technological device given to us by the Almighty or nature, and a manual is given how to use it. And that manual is yoga. How to keep the body smart, how to keep the body slim, how to keep the body young, how to get the maximum energy, how to keep ourselves playful, sportive always, how to avoid the disturbances, how to maintain that calmness, serenity, coolness, equanimity, how to be composed, how to be peaceful always, how to be useful always. This body, mind, intellect equipment is the technological device. To use that is given the yoga manual. When we go and buy an instrument in the market, a manual is given for a mixie, how to use it, for a TV, how to use it, for a refrigerator, how to use it, a car, how to use it. These are all technological devices. Same is the technological device given to us, this body, mind, intellect equipment, how to use it. And that manual is yoga. And this yoga is specialized by Patanjali Maharshi. Raja Yoga. He has given it how to breathe in, how to breathe out, how to sit erect, how to keep the mind always balanced, poised, calm, etc. And that plan is taken up by this university. Scientifically, we worked out the engineering plan given to us, and we have worked out various asanas. Which asana is useful for what purpose? Which practice is useful for what alleviation of the suffering? Which practice elevates us to a higher level? These are all the wonderful manual prescriptions. Raise the volume, touch this knob and turn it right. Similarly, to overcome diabetes, what is to be done? To reduce the weight, what is to be done? To increase the weight, what is to be done? If you breathe in through a particular nostril, you will reduce weight. If you breathe in through the other nostril, you will lose weight. This small principle, the volume adjustment in the manual. 3 types of rishis. Rishis are researchers, first type of researchers are those people who are the masters of Divyadrishti intuition. They have heard, they have discovered the sources of energy, laws governing the energy, principles of energy. It is pure science, rishis of science. Second, we have Smruti Kartas, rishis who have remembered the pure science principles and worked out the engineering plan, whether it is a building or a TV set. And the third rishis are the technocrats. How to make that a reality by using that manual. Shruti, Smriti, Yoga, science, engineering and technology. Energy is present in us. We discover the energy. 2, we channelize the energy. 3, that energy is made happily enjoyed. Energy is continuous. The discovery of the energy, pure science. Channelizing the energy, engineering. Utilizing the energy for our comfort, yoga. For our happiness. So, from all points of view, Indians have been very great as rishis. As science rishis, as engineering rishis, and technological rishis. Shruti, Smriti, Yoga, science, engineering and technology. A manual is given, and that is your YAC book. That is how we have to use. For every machine there is a manual how to use. Similarly, to use this body, mind, intellect equipment, a manual is given. Following that, we keep the body trim, smart, young, energetic, charming, beautiful, handsome, attractive, enticing, wonderful experience we get. Enjoy the TV, enjoy the body, enjoy the mind, enjoy the intellect, enjoy everything. It is for Anandam Brahmeti Vijnana. Let us enjoy that blissful engineering, technology and science, and the great master who has done all this work and remained a model to every one of us is Yogeshwara Sri Krishna. Let's meditate on it.